Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in, one and all. Oh, so very live.
You're here. We're here together.
Everyone's here. Well,
Not the Falcon.
yeah. There's one of us who's not here.
Yeah, how's that looking over in Deucer's Alley for sure? We got Papa Josh shining the lens. We got Owl looking like me. Okay, and then there's an empty chair because that guy's taking a dump.
The amount
Taking a Falcon.
Yeah, he's dropping a Falcon. Welcome in, one and all. Just a great introduction to a live event. He says he's working, but I don't think anybody believes that.
He's that's serious work, man. We've all
Welcome
been there.
in the UDK for Life live stream event. I have the chat up over here. Got thousands of you hanging out with us. Did the My Guys episode today. I'd love to see just you know.
We will say there's probably some people who they may not have had a chance to listen, so we're not going to say who the My Guys are. I want to give people a chance.
Oh, well, that totally just nullifies what I was going to ask them to put in the chat.
I mean, I don't know. That's up to you
All right,
guys.
do this. I got a way to do it.
Okay.
Just put the name, put Andy, Mike, or Jason of the favorite My Guys
Okay, there you
that
go.
you like.
Yeah,
You don't have to say who.
Favorite trio.
Okay.
And just put it in there. But very excited. We've got 27 minutes, 35 seconds to answer questions.
My favorite, if I can just say that in the same way, was Andy's number 3 My Guy.
Yes.
That was my personal.
Number 3.
Yeah.
27 minutes, 22 seconds till we give away an ultimate draft kit for the rest of your natural life. Please, many of you have gone out. You've purchased a quill, the appropriate papyrus. Is it papyri?
I think it's papyrus.
Papyrus.
Let's get somebody on this?
Papyruses.
Papyruses? I don't know about that.
Josh is shaking his
Josh
head
is
like
really
that's-
nodding like
that
he.
can't be right. It's not papyrus.
The plural of ancient paper is your expertise.
It says it's either papyri or
Boom.
or papyruses. Or
Well,
okay.
Or
papyruses.
Papyrosaurus.
I like the part where I was right, not the part where Josh was right. But yeah, papyri. All right. Yeah, get the quill ready to bequeath your UDK for life. I mean, hopefully not that ready. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to bequeath soon,
right? Yes.
right? Like,
why don't you get a chicken egg and you make that quill? Over time.
How do we know you're really live? We're live, dummy.
How do we? I'm pretty sure it says live on there, doesn't it?
Well, they're
Why
just
were we
saying,
doing a big
did we pre-record?
Well, you just answered his question, so I think that
that was-
guy knows. He's like, oh man, I just asked that question.
Brian says the probabilistic of Andy spelling word correct is 1,000%. I don't think
Andy
you
is
didn't use that right.
Andy's a very good speller.
I mean, this is the place, this show, the Spitballers, this is the place to get the wrong sense of being good at something.
Right.
Because everything here is relative. So just because
You're a great speller because I am.
I was going to say, just compared to two people, that's not enough. I walk out with the big chest in the world. No, I'm not that great of a speller. 25 minutes. We're going to give away a UDK for life. That goes to everybody that's purchased the UDK, UDK Plus, or a part of our Ultimate tier on the website. Any of you, if you've got it, you're entered. If you get it before that clock runs, this clock runs out, you're also entered. And we actually had we got the team here. They're prepared with the proper script to randomize all of the names and give that UDK for life away. And we're also going to do that and give away a signed Justin Jefferson jersey,
Are
which
those
I
separate?
feel like the Jefferson jersey is normally sitting here, like right here.
Are those separate people, or
Yes.
does one person win both? Okay, so you got 2 chances to win.
Yeah.
An almost priceless Justin Jefferson jersey, and then a priceless Ultimate Draft Kit for life. If you get it right now, and our script is random, and it will take all UDKs. If you, I've seen some question, the new Foot Clan Ultimate that includes a UDK. If you got that, you're in. you're in, baby.
We got a question here from Christopher Beatty. Keep Gibbs for a second or Evans for a seventh?
Oh, man.
It's not really a discount on Gibbs.
No.
But you're
it is a
securing-
discount on Evans.
You're securing Gibbs, and in a keeper, I imagine it's possible that Gibbs goes in the first.
Yeah, studs are usually taken, and Gibbs, most of the time that I've seen him, is a first-round pick. It's not a huge value, but I would take Gibbs.
All right.
Let's just tease it out for just a split second here. A seventh-round wide receiver.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You got second-round Achane or Kyren.
Yeah, combined with right now, sixth round might be where we're like hanging out, boys. That's the Ridley round. That's the Rashi round.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Jaden Reed round. So, would you trade Evans? Yeah, man, that's right on the edge. You're Gibbs?
I think I'm Gibbs. Another comparable.
Did you have that
one.
jersey?
They're working on it.
I believe it's being shipped directly to the winner.
Oh, okay. That makes it harder to grab.
Easton wants to know CeeDee Lamb for a second or Kyren for an eighth.
That is Kyren for an eighth. For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because you have a vendetta against CeeDee Lamb?
No, I have no vendetta against CeeDee Lamb. I love CeeDee Lamb. I have a vendetta against you two. No, it's because I think Kyren Williams is an elite player. Like the previous question, Mike Evans is a good player. I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be this season a truly difference-making. Like you win a championship because of that player. I think you can with Kyren. You obviously can with CeeDee, but when there's a huge discount in the price, that leads me to believe I would take Kyren.
All right. The chat says big shimmy, all caps. It's been a minute. You're kind of medium shimmy right now, and it's kind of hurting things.
Slim shimmy.
Slim shady.
I believe we've got a drop that calls me Lil Big Shimmy. I
You
doubt
wanna hit
that,
it?
I doubt it
Does
works
that work
right
on
now.
here?
Oh, it does!
The live performance. Little big shimmy.
Ooh, yeah. Little big shimmy.
I like how the outline of the background shows up. That's good.
UDK.
Yeah.
UDK. 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 UDK.
Man, them lyrics, they just they get down
Lil
to the
Big
deep
Shimmy.
core.
So do you like that nickname? Lil Big
Lil
Shimmy?
Big Shimmy? Sure.
Does that feel like it's,
It's fine. I'll take any nickname. I don't care.
He's got
you can
Jason's
call me
got
anything
10
you want.
Jason's got 10 years of being neutral to not liking his nicknames.
I genuinely don't care. I really like. I was double stuff. Listener league champ,
Triple
two-time
stuff.
champion. There's all sorts of nicknames, but I'm fine. You can call me anything you want.
Christian says if Rashi Rice's suspension was not looming, how much higher would he be ranked?
He'd be the wide receiver 15
No.
for me.
He'd be a top 24. I think that's
Oh,
easy.
for you?
I think that's easy off the top of my head. And
So you'd take him over Brandon Ayuk, Jason?
I would 100% take him over Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, you have always had the highest opinion. I think 20. 20 is
Yeah.
about where I'd be.
I was
20, 22,
trying to
23.
get there.
I mean, Devontae Smith, Jason? Because, that's
I'd
5
go
spots
Rice.
lower.
I'd go Rice over
Over Smith?
I don't know over Smith. I don't think over Ayuk.
What do you think happens when Hollywood gets back? Because it's not long. I mean, it's like 2 weeks into the season.
I was never into Hollywood as much as other people were.
You like the indie flicks?
Nice. It's more of a are we sure Hollywood's good?
He hasn't been good in a while.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But a lot of that has been because of injury. He dealt with a heel issue all last year, and we watched it as Cardinals fans. He was irrelevant. He was terrible against, zone and he
Defense.
He wasn't good last year, and we're saying it's because of the heel. And granted, he is currently injured right now, and I know he'll come back and recover from it, but that's not good.
Kind of his thing.
Yeah.
All right. Feel free to grab any questions you guys see.
All right. I'll keep
Ironically,
scouring.
someone asked Gus Edwards or Hollywood Brown.
Gus
I
Edwards.
would be taking Gus.
Yeah.
More valuable position.
JP Martin.
Here's a question.
JP Martin is a comment. I'm happy to see I can separate Mike's rankings from everyone else's in the UDK. Thanks, Mike.
That's
It took you a while to find that one, huh?
You don't have. I mean,
you can read that in a couple different ways.
I was gonna say you can carve his out.
Yeah, it could be that, but the thanks, Mike. Again, I guess that could go either way. They're just happy that I can remove my rankings.
I see we're under 20 minutes left until the giveaway. Any question you have, send it along in the chat. We're happy to answer them. And 20 minutes left before the UDK for Life event finally happens, so that will be fun.
This
Colt,
one's
my wife and I are going to the live show. She
fantastic.
hates football.
Yeah.
We are both watching right now. Give her words of encouragement.
Oh, you're going to have a good time. Like, I promise you will have a good time because it's not just a recording of a podcast. It's a live event. And
We have had people come and say they know nothing that we're talking about. Like, they get dragged along by somebody, or they just, they show up and they don't know a thing about the players we're talking about, and they leave saying they had a blast.
Imagine going to a concert of a musician you don't know. You don't know their music.
Right.
It turns out they're freaking awesome. Like, they're the best musician. You're like, whoa, now I'm a fan. It would be something like that.
It's a good time. We got a battle of my guys right here, Jay. And I'm going to throw it to you because you were in on James
I
Cook.
know the question. I was going to bring that
What
up
my
next.
guys?
Well, then – oh, yeah. Well, whatever. Whatever. That's
You
my
think
bad.
people? You
All
think
right,
our,
read the
you think
question.
our
Maybe it's
people
different.
on this live stream who were told to listen to the live stream on the show we did this morning aren't going to know who our my guys are?
I'm just very conscious of spoilers. But anyways.
These could or could not be my
just
guys.
Do Pig Latin.
All right, so Brandon says keep – I don't even know how to do Pig Latin. Which letter is it?
It would be
Which player are we talking about?
Whatever. Keep Pacheco for a fifth.
a Checo
Checo
pay.
Oh, yeah. It's the A at the end. Or
But I was trying to do with
or
Isaiah, and Isaiah was really hard. I'm like, how do you say the rest of Isaiah without I?
This is not our best work.
keep Pacheco for a fifth or James Cook
Ankby.
for an eighth.
Igsby Bay.
So
Full PPR.
I love both these guys.
Does the PPR sway you at all?
It's not the PPR. I like Pacheco a little bit more than Cook. I like both of these players quite a bit. If I'm getting a 3-round discount between them, like right now there's a 1-round discount. And if I had to choose at that 1 round, I still would take Pacheco, but Cook at a 3-round discount. I mean, you just brought up we're living in the 6th round. We like a lot of players there. That means that the 5th round there should be players we like even more. So, yeah, I would take Cook in
Don't
the
get me started on the 4th round.
yeah. I would go James Cook.
Here's a trade question from Guaca Flocka. Good friend of the show. By the way, Guaca Flocka is just the kind of name that will possibly break another one of my teeth. Amon-Ra and Laporta in a dynasty, okay?
Okay.
Those are
Dynasty.
two
You
great
got the
dynasty
Lions.
assets, the Lions. Would you trade them for Neighbors, Metcalf, and Kyle Pitts? So if you looked at, like, you want Laporta over Pitts, Amon-Ra for Neighbors and DK,
Oh, man.
that's a fair trade.
I mean, at the end of this year, if Pitts is a star, then you'll say I should have taken that. But I'm going to keep with the known commodities. I'm not going to be sad at the end of the year. If Pitts is great, I'm not going to be sad that I have Amon-Ra and Laporta. I'm still going to be thrilled.
Yeah, I think there is – the risk factor is extremely high because it's – your two guys are great. But
Yeah, I mean, the goal here is that
but if the other side hits, I think I'm going to keep my Lions.
Yeah, I would as well. I see Joel asking, does your draft strategy change for 14 or 16 team leagues?
Those are tough.
Especially if it's a 14 team super flex where you got the last pick, and
Yeah, so to answer your
I
question.
might be in one of those right now.
To answer your question, yes, it does.
Oh, I'm on the clock.
How? Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Oh man, what
So
happened? What happened?
I'm in a league with a bunch of the industry experts, tons of friends of the show, Matt Harmon. You got Matthew Berry in there. John Paulson's putting it together, and he's really a proponent of point per first down leagues, which is a little variation on point per reception because it doesn't reward you for a swing pass to the outside for half a yard. the same amount as it would reward you a 10-yard pass.
Yeah, which is why we prefer half PPR to make it easy. and
True.
awesome.
But this is a super flex league, and I am my first 2 picks with the last 2. I have the last pick in the draft were CeeDee Lamb and Tyreek Hill. I'm the only person that has not gone quarterback, and I'm back on the clock again.
Okay, so who went with that last pick?
Matthew Stafford.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm in a position now
Yes, do it.
where I could take Jahmyr Gibbs and Kyron Williams to go with CeeDee Lamb, and mission accomplished, gentlemen.
You did it.
Yes.
Yeah. Show him how to super flex.
I love it. Super flex, first 4 rounds. You're going to end up with Derek Carr or Geno
Well,
Smith.
not if you. I mean,
yeah. Oh, it's great.
We'll
it's
see.
great.
No, I unmuted because I wanted them to hear the pick sound. Al, yeah, that was totally. Someone asked, "Are we out on Kamani Vidal-Sassoon?" I brought it up because the amount of times we're going to get to say Kamani Vidal-Sassoon is going down.
He is, at least right now, from beat reporters in LA, currently being projected off of the starting roster. Maybe he goes on the practice.
Not just the starting roster.
Or
the whole thing.
The active roster.
There you go.
And perhaps he ends up on the practice squad. Like if you're trying to pick up, if you're like in Dynasty, if you're trying to pick up, well, who's possibly the third guy, I would be making sure that Jarrett Patterson was not available, or I'd make sure that I pick him up if that's what I'm looking for. But I mean, it's not impossible still for Vidal-Sassoon. It just is trending in the wrong way.
Yeah.
I don't have volume.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a switch.
Not bad.
All right, so speaking of Dynasty, here's a great question. Dynasty startup, Drake London, Malik Neighbors, or Devon Achane. Now, I am a huge proponent of Achane. There's no world where I am taking a small running back over young studly wide receivers.
Right.
So he's out for me in a Dynasty startup.
Well, then I'm Malik Neighbors, my friend.
So you've got Neighbors over London. I know where I am.
Even if they were – I would take Neighbors over London if they were the same exact age. And so Neighbors is younger, so I'm definitely going that way.
I think it's really difficult. Look, we haven't seen what we want to see from Drake London, but if you want to talk about like set up at the quarterback position, it's by far the Falcons. It was a long time ago. It was hilarious, but the Falcons drafted their quarterback of the future in the first round, Michael Penix Jr. So even if Kirk Cousins is there for a couple years,
it's a good point. Yeah,
they're lined up with a. Where did they pick him? I can't top or 11 or
8.
something. Was it 8?
Yeah, brother.
So I mean, a top 10 quarterback pick, a guy drafted before McCarthy, and like he's just going to be there learning under Kirk Cousins for a couple years.
The important thing is that Jason
man.
didn't take as my guy in this selection, and that just shows, I believe, cowardice.
Yeah, I am a coward. I would go Neighbors. I would go Neighbors, London, Achane.
Ben Walton,
I don't
this
blame
question,
you.
just choosing a random one here. I'm just picking randomly.
Of course.
Control F.
Who's the best at pickleball? Ooh,
Well,
that's a tough one.
since I haven't played for months at this point, I don't
This
know that
isn't
I
even
can,
a fun question
I can't even
anymore.
properly answer this.
It's Ben Johns.
Yeah.
Who plays the most? Let's do some questions that aren't about ranking skill. Who plays the most? Al Borland.
Al Borland,
for
yeah.
sure.
Who sweats the most? Al Borland and
yeah.
Jason.
I
Who
go toe to
sweats
toe
more?
with him.
Whose feet hurt the most
now?
now?
I actually think Al sweats more than I do, and I sweat a lot.
I do too. I do too.
I do too.
I have seen both of these guys. Like we all wear headbands, like an athletic headband, try and keep the sweat out of your face. And when I get done, my head, it's damp. Like
Yeah, you sweaty, a little bit sweaty.
Yeah, they take theirs off. One hand can just, and I'm not talking ring. I'm talking they just squeeze it, and this thing drops a volume of sweat on the ground that splashes audibly.
About an hour before we are done playing, our sweatbands stop acquiring more sweat. Okay, they have maxed out.
They're oversaturated.
They are absorbed, and so there's just like,
Please.
At that point, I'm not even joking. It just starts dripping down the back.
No more sweat.
Are
please.
we, Al? We're
10
under
minutes?
We're under 10 minutes, so I want to take a second to remind you. Jump in at ultimatedraftkit.com. You get 10 minutes to become a part of the UDK for Life giveaway. And I think I'm going to add something to the prize pool right now. Not only are we going to give away the UDK for Life, we're going to give away a Justin Jefferson jersey. Also really easy to say with my super real teeth.
Yeah, okay.
But we're also going to select one
What are we doing?
person that has the UDK or the UDK Plus, and we're going to upgrade you to our brand new Foot Clan Ultimate tier.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
So we're
so-
doing, that's a third totally different.
I'll allow
A
it.
third totally different gift. The Ultimate tier gets you the UDK Plus, and then everything for the in-season tools and resources, including this new
Oh, brother.
Ultimate dashboard we're building out to help you with your week-to-week lineup optimization, waiver pickups, spot starts. We're building a custom tool that will debut this season that will let you import from your platform, optimize your roster, go make the changes you need to make, and basically attack your week every week with the tools and resources from the team.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll talk about our waivers and we'll say, check out this guy or this guy. Here's what we think about, we'll make our list, and we've got a waiver report we've had for a while. Now it's going to be like, here's yours.
Custom.
Here's yours. Who's available we're talking about in your leagues, who's not. A spot start tool where it's like, hey, we noticed that you've got this guy in your lineup. There's this guy sitting on your waivers who's projected to score more. If you want to think about like popping him into your lineup, little things like that. But we've been working on it a while, and we haven't even talked about it on the main show.
No, this is the first time I've actually mentioned that tier. But you can see, you can if you have the UDK already, you can upgrade to the Ultimate tier as well. But we'll upgrade somebody right here on the
waiver
live stream.
And the spot start part of the Ultimate Dashboard, it also includes defenses, which is like what I'm so excited about for the Ultimate Dashboard that we're fine-tuning everything right now is we are building a tool that we want to use. Like this isn't just what do fantasy football players want out there? Like, no, we're building a tool that we think would be great for us to use, which then turns into a very powerful in-season way to manage and look at your roster.
Yeah, somebody asked us on we did an interview 2 days ago as we get ready for this live show in Los Angeles, and they said, what makes the show work? And I said, it's because the three of us want to defeat the other one at fantasy as much today as we did 10 years ago when the show started. The competitive nature makes us want to build the tools in a way that we can use them to whoop each other and the rest of our league.
I want to beat you guys at fantasy more than I want to be a good father.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's the level
Your
of
kids know
competition.
that. Your kids do know that.
For sure. I want to beat them at fantasy football too.
Cole
The same way.
Cole Pitts says, why do y'all love Tank Dell but not Xavier Worthy?
Yeah, that's easy because Tank Dell's done it on the NFL field. I mean, once you've seen it, if Xavier Worthy comes out and just dominates, I've talked up Xavier Worthy. I think he's good. I think he's actually a good route runner.
The opportunity is right there for him.
Absolutely. The issue is we haven't seen it, and people like Tank Dell are outliers. They are a little bit more rare. Now, obviously, if he comes out and does it, next year, people are going to be all in as Patrick Mahomes' wide receiver in the post, monstrous Kelsey era.
One thing, kind of part of the story, you've been talking about the Chiefs underwhelmed last year. Outlier. Well, there's a reasoning behind those type of things. Like Rashee Rice and then Travis Kelce at this stage of his career, that's not enough.
Right.
The year before, when they won the Super Bowl, it seems weird saying it, but Juju had a big role in the offense.
Yeah.
Last year, nobody stepped up to be able to –
Was Juju
obviously Rice wasn't there the year before, but I just think you need to have one more guy. You need one more guy not named Sky Moore. So one less more. One more less. Yeah, your face is going to break. I think you need Worthy. You need the big play. And they did bring McCole Hardman back in the back half of last year and won another Super Bowl.
I will say that another specific reason, if you're just talking Xavier Worthy versus Tank Dell, is that Tank Dell is pretty much an every down player, or at least in the sets that they play, whether it's a 2 down or a 3 down or 2 wide receiver or 3 wide receiver, like that's what they run. Whereas the Chiefs offense doesn't work like that. No matter how good he's doing, you're going to have them off the field. You're going to have Justin Watson on. You're going to have all sorts of rotations of players and packages.
I got 2 questions. One real quick that I can just answer right here. Brent was saying, when do we find out information on the Megala Bowl?
Right now.
Stay tuned. Oh, I was going to say next week, but
Yeah, I mean, you can sign up
Right now. You can sign up for the Megala Bowl right now. You go to megalabowl.com. We
And it
haven't
works.
been talking about it, pushing about it because it's not really the draft week, the time that's going on. But you can check it all out at megalabowl.com. It's open and available. That's another thing. If you're in the Foot Clan Ultimate tier, it's automatic.
And I'm going to throw this to Andy. Would you reach for Malik Neighbors over Nico or Jalen Waddle in a full PPR?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't
Nico
think so,
Collins?
but yeah.
I mean, the Waddle discussion is fine because I honestly think those guys are going to finish right around the exact same spot.
Okay.
So, I don't mind that because it's kind of I've got a problem with wide receiver 2 sometimes.
Yeah.
And if you want to try to shoot your shot.
Yeah. 4 minutes left. Go to ultimatedraftkit.com. Check
How
out.
has it gone by
buy
so
your stuff.
quickly?
'Cause we're having
just
fun.
having a blast. So do it now. Get yourself involved. We will not draw until that counter gets to 0. I did want to follow up on the last question, Andy, because I love Tank Dell. He's one of my dudes. You love Malik Neighbors, and they're going very close to each other in the draft. I would take Tank Dell. Would you take Neighbors over Dell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just upside.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I do. I believe Malik Neighbors is, there's a category of wide receiver that we talk about, and there's like a handful of them every year. Jefferson, Chase, Adams in his prime. Those type of guys, that's the Neighbors category for me of ceiling. Like Tank Dell is great. I don't think Tank Dell is going to be a multi-year perennial top 5.
Sure.
Tank Dell can't be a 30% target share guy.
But Malik Neighbors at least has a Jamar Chase career arc possibility that makes it really exciting. Somebody asking about Rome Odunze, I was going to say I think Odunze has that too. I do believe that. And the data on top 10 wide receivers is very positive.
Travis M., I completely agree with you. Just letting him know. If you got, he just says,
what?
Travis M. says, I hate Dennis Allen.
Oh,
That's all he said.
okay.
So,
That's fun.
Thanks for including us.
Yeah, no problem.
You and Travis had a thing.
The world.
3 minutes? 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. UltimateDraftKit.com. You still got time to go grab the UDK or the UDK Plus and get entered to win the UDK for life. And, at that point, you've got it forever. And you can –
They're going to live forever?
They're going to live.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm going to try and blitz some of these questions here. Nick says Nico over Harrison at the turn of the second?
Not for me. But it's fine.
The 1-2 turns too high for Nico for me.
It's basically just
it's the comparison.
Are you taking Harrison?
I would take Harrison.
Let's see. In PPR, this is from Cody. PPR keeper, would you take Gibbs in the 4th or Devontae Adams in the 3rd?
Gibbs. If you switch the value, I'd still take Gibbs.
All right. Next question. Brandon says Singletary or Swift? Swift. Look, I got to let it go, and Swift got the bag from the Chicago Bears, and there is a range of outcome where the Chicago Bears are a very, very surprising offense. Let's see. Next question. Jenny says Dynasty PPR, Puka for Marv. Would you trade Puka for Marvin Harrison
Dynasty.
Jr.?
So this was a huge discussion early in
40 seconds.
early in the more of the Dynasty off season. I was Puka over Marv, and I still
Are you
am.
still there?
Not me.
And I get it
Easy, Marv.
because maybe he can turn into what Puka did last year.
Well,
But I get it because
1
Puka
year.
might not repeat that.
Yeah, I mean, Phillip Lindsay, I hate to say it, but, there's going to be a part of the story that's if you're a 6th-round draft pick, is there some anomalous nature to your season?
Anquan Bolden
10,
was
9.
Ooh, we're going.
8,
Are
7,
you doing all the numbers?
6, apparently.
Oh,
5,
you're pot committed.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Happy New Year!
Wait, you probably had some animations I just ruined, right?
No, sir.
Oh, really? I thought we had some,
Well, you didn't
We'll
come
have-
prepared with
we'll have
special
them once we
animation.
announce
Yeah, once
it.
we announce.
Yeah.
Give me a few minutes to sort some winners here, and
Okay.
you guys keep answering questions.
Cody says CMC, Justin Jefferson, or Bijan, Dynasty startup.
CMC, Justin
That's
Jefferson.
Justin
or Bijan.
Jefferson for me by a large margin.
I would.
A large. Yeah.
I would agree, and I would go Bijan over CMC after that.
All right. Let's go to Michael, who says, was Jordan Love ever considered for a my guy?
No.
No, not for my guy, but I like Jordan Love's draft value a lot.
If you had to choose between Jordan Love or C.J. Stroud for a my guy, you would choose
Jordan Love. Based on ADP, not based on – like I would rather take Jordan Love where he's going in drafts than spend the capital and lose out on a running back or wide receiver in the 4th round for C.J. Stroud.
All right, they are figuring out the winners. You can see the countdown in the corner, and they will notify me when they have been selected.
You can't see the countdown. It remains at 0.
Well, I mean, it's, you know.
Time's up.
It's been counted down.
Jason says Khalil Shakir or Lad McConkey.
Oh, Lad McConkey? For sure. For sure it's McConkey.
We got to get him out of the NFL so you can stop doing that.
I think Shakir has a decent chance of having a better season, for sure. Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
Dan says
Wait,
Olave.
I want to talk about Shakir for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
14 yards a reception for Khalil Shakir. He is not a little nothing wide receiver.
Yeah,
he's got an MVP quarterback.
That one's tough. Dan says Olave in the 5th or Reed in the 10th, full PPR.
I'm going to go Olave in the 5th. I think that's a really good value, and I'm sure he is a very, very solid wide receiver. I believe he was an A in consistency last year, and he should be better this year than last year.
How are we doing over there, Al?
We're close.
Oh.
All right, I'll keep asking questions.
I insist that countdown goes negative.
Yeah, at this point.
That countdown should be going into negative seconds.
It's not counting. And for a countdown to just not count, it's like not even.
Nobody can order in the next 0 seconds.
That's right. But it is still worth getting the Ultimate Draft Kit. Generally takes it off the screen just because it's a worthwhile
Now they're
draft
just
tool.
leaving because there's nothing.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Ryan says PPR, ETN or HN as your RB1.
Andy?
I want to test Andy's ETN love here.
ETN. Yeah.
I'm going to go HN there.
Did you change your rankings?
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe you should.
I'm sure I have ETN, but it's just a philosophy. HN is the most difficult player to rank or to project because you can't project what he can actually do.
Breaking news, Tyler Conklin writing in, probably the tight end for the Jets. All caps, I am dropping Liquid Falcons right now. Dropping Liquid Falcons. A Liquid Falcon. How are we doing, Al?
Or is that more of a spray?
We're
Now,
doing
you
good.
consider that
I
a
just
drop?
sent you the winners.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we ready?
Do we have
We've
drum
got
rolls and things like that?
I
Andy has
imagine
a drum roll there.
I imagine I am going to go. I'm going to start with the winner of our UDK Ultimate Tier Upgrade. That is going. Do we have a drum roll? Yeah, we do. That is going to go to Justin Maroney.
Ooh, congratulations. You will not be disappointed with the Foot Clan Ultimate. Enjoy it all year long.
All right, we've got a winner for our signed Justin Jefferson jersey. That is going to go to Cody Witt. Cody Witt with 2 T's.
He sounds sharp.
Witt.
Oh.
All right.
Busted. I didn't,
You couldn't
I
even
didn't call
switch.
the switch on that one. That was awful.
Bank.
And the moment you didn't call it though. You didn't call bank. The moment you've been waiting for. Are we ready for this?
This is the UDK for life. Forever.
Right.
Forever, forever. You will get the Ultimate Draft Kit for free from here on out. If you die, make sure your will is written with a quill, and ink
on
and
parchment.
it can be bequeathed.
Parchment or papyri. Either one. Here we go. The winner of the UDK for Life is David Tarkington.
David! Oh! Look at the streamers. Gonna have to clean that up.
David Tarkington. Come on down.
Oh man, those horns.
I really enjoyed that music when we traded for DeAndre Hopkins. That was
Man, that was a good time.
Is
was
that where it
special.
started?
that
That
where
was
it
the
started.
first.
Not
that
with the
was-
streamers, but
yeah.
congratulations to David for winning. And there's some other Davids that are disappointing because you got
Oh,
the
yeah.
first. You know, you
Hey.
get like a couple of the numbers
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Powerball.
Yeah.
You need them all. And the Tark
That's all right.
man, Tarkington, David Tarkington.
Let's
Congratulations.
all
Tark
be
man.
happy for David.
I'm happy for David.
I'm surprised the chat's not going, ew, David.
Ew, David. Relation to Fran Tarkington, undetermined.
Well, it's actually because it's Tarkington.
Yeah, not
And-
Tarkington.
Yeah,
There's a G in there.
Slightly lower odds now.
Unless over time the Tarkington family has decided we're just going to start slipping extra letters in.
The Tark man.
I would imagine it goes the other way. Like we got to
Take 'em
pull.
out?
We got to pull that
You gotta
letter. Like
shorten?
Borgognonis.
Oh, man.
their kids are gonna get rid of a few of those.
We do have a bunch of ew Davids.
There it is.
coming through in the chat. Congratulations! Thank you for everybody that participated, that joined us in this draft. In fact, would you like to make any announcements around something else? Maybe
If
some,
you can give
some
me a hint.
I will. Some decisions that were made.
Why don't you just tell me?
Yes. Yes.
I was getting there.
Okay, so a genuine, heartfelt. If you are out there, if you're one of the 1,000 people that took your time, your energy, your effort to make a submission for the Listener League, it took a long time, a lot of eyeball hours to go through these submissions. 1,000 people. We have gotten back to everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for submitting your Listener League entries. We have just recently emailed the winners, so you probably didn't get one of those emails, just statistically speaking.
Mike is laughing because somebody said the guys aren't even in the chat, and I replied, "Yes, we are, buttface."
It was just I hadn't seen our official handle chatting with people.
So you didn't expect it to pop in with the
No.
word buttface?
Yeah, and if you were here the whole time, you would have seen that I've been chatting with people since the waiting room opened.
Yeah. And Jason just replied, "I'm not in the chat." I think that is going to do it for today's UDK for Life live stream event. Thank you for joining us. We are excited. Next week, sleepers, breakouts, busts, values, mock draft, a new segment called Take Swap that I think is going to be a lot of fun, and a live show event on Saturday in Los Angeles. You can find out how to get tickets. You can still get tickets and show up and hang out and see the live show and the Q&A, and that is ballerslive.com. So do I hit this button over here, Al? Is
Go
that for
it.
me? Okay.
Sure.
Goodbye, everybody. Congratulations, Mr. Tarkman.
The Tarkinator.
All of you have been emailed or will be shortly. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.